Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Christina, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a life cast correction. Now, what does that mean? Basically, once you have a life cast like this, you need to correct it if you are planning on doing prosthetics, anything like that on the face. It's always good to correct your life casts because you need to. And that's how I was taught. So this is the life cast that we did. If you want to watch how I did the life cast and also pouring the life cast, I will link those videos here so you can go check them out. I have to make some corrections on the nose. It seems like it got distorted a little bit. Not sure how and why that happened, but I'm going to correct the nose. I'm going to build it up, and then we will life cast this again to correct it. So let's get started. So I'm actually using wet clay here. Some wet clay I have laying around needs to be used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down, and we're going to build this up. What you really want to do is make like a hill, so everything kind of goes down in a way. You don't want it to tuck under. You want it to kind of come down and round off straight down. You also want to fill in any undercuts that might be like right underneath the jawline. See how it domes down away from the face? You could even fill these undercuts a little bit more. Everything kind of domes away like a mountain, flat down to the surface. Now I'm going to fix this nose. Alright, so to make this a little bit smoother and nicer, I just take a cosmetic wedge, dip it in some water, and just clean it up. Alright guys, so now that I have all the clay in place, I'm going to go in with some clear coat. This is just some leftover ones I have. This is a ripple effect. It still gives the same effect. So I'm going to give this a nice coat. Spray it on here. Obviously just regular clear coat will do just fine, but obviously I'm going to use this up. So I'm going to let this dry completely, and then I'm going to come back in and do one more light coat. We are getting ready to basically re-life cast our corrected life cast. I know, it's crazy, but this is how I was taught, and this is the right way to do it. And you will thank me later for it if you do it right. So anyways, we're going to re-prep all of our stuff as if we were going to take a life cast again of a model. But this time, we are life casting our life cast. Does that make any sense? So here I got some Alginate. This is Alginate Safe from Monster Makers. I love Monster Makers. I buy most all of my materials from there. So we're going to take a bowl, and then I take a cup like this, and we're going to do one, let me see here, we're going to do one, two, we're going to do 2.5 scoops. And a half. Okay. Now that we got that. Now, we need water. I'm going to take this same damn cup, same amount of water. You get me? And use cold water. It will take a little longer to set up. It's just better this way, trust me. You take a bowl. And a half. Got it. Cool. Now that we have that prepped, we are now going to prep our plaster bandages. I just use this Gym Sona These are 4" by 5" plaster bandages. I always buy them in a 12-pack because I use them all the time. But for a life cast like this, you'll probably need like 2.5 rolls. I'm gonna make it work because this is all I got. Let's prep these like we did with our life cast so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Open the plaster bandages. And you can kind of test it on whatever you're doing to kind of get like measurements, but I'm just doing them in like lengths like this. And I always double, triple, quadruple them up. You just don't want to do one layer at a time. It's just not thick enough. You want to multi-layer it like that. We'll do a little bit longer one. That's all I'm doing for right now. I might need more, but it seems like enough. All right, now we're going to mix.
So yes, this product is actually unavailable, guys. I didn't know that, but they came out with a new product that I'm going to get and I'm going to test for you guys and show you the exact way to properly mix and all that stuff. But this alginate I probably had for about 2 years, so it's not like the most perfect stuff I've ever used before, but in my case, this is just basic, simple shop work, and I'm trying to use materials up. You hear me?
That's literally all the plaster bandages I have, so I just made it work. I probably need to get new alginate too because I feel like that's not good. It's not as new as it should be, you know, but hey. It still works. It's just not perfection, which I'm a perfectionist, so. I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll be back to demold. Also guys, when you're doing any type of shop work, whether it's mold making, life casting, whatever it may be, you do not want to rinse out your bowls, like your plaster bandages, leftover water, alginate, anything like that. You want to use a separate bucket with some water in it, just like this. This is where I clean all of my bowls out. And obviously you got to get the majority of the stuff out. Now if there's any like residue or anything, you can rinse it in the sink, but the majority of any stone, plaster, alginate, anything like that, you want to get the majority off with your bucket of water. We call that your slop bucket, so use it. Alright guys, we are on the final step of our correction. So what we're going to do is we are going to pull our life casts and we are going to do an Ultracal mold. Alright guys, we're coming down here. We have to use Ultracal now. Ultracal is once again a gypsum stone type material. Ultracal 30. Why can't I ever get these lids off? Anyway, we're going to fill our bowl up with plenty. That should be good to start. Water.
So right here, guys, I am mixing the water directly into my Ultracal. Now, I definitely prefer doing the sifting method like I do in part 2, but in this case, it was getting late in the day, and I'll be honest with you, I was getting really tired, and I still had another step to do. So I just kind of sped up the process here, but I don't recommend it, but you can definitely use it.
I'm going to let this set up just a little bit and harden so that I can then go in with a second coat, and that will be my finished and final coat. What is it? What is it, girl? Did Timmy fall in a well again? Going in for round 2, you guys. Salem's going to try to help. She's actually being quite annoying right now, but okay. There ain't nothing in there. One more for good measure.
Okay guys, in this step, I'm actually using bits of burlap, and this is actually just going to strengthen the mold a lot better, especially, you know, this part right here where I'm putting the handle on. Now you can pretty much use you could use a paint stick or whatever you got lying around. I always just use my chip brush sticks, and I take the bristles off and I wrap them with a piece of burlap and coat it heavily with the Ultracal. And then once it starts setting up a little bit better, I then take burlap and I kind of like use it as like a tape almost, and like mold it to the cast. And then I use my hand to almost like imprint my my fingers in there, because I'm the one who's going to be pulling it. So make sure it's big enough for you to get your hand in there, and also smooth too at the final step, so you don't cut your knuckles up or anything like that. And if you're wondering why you want to put a handle on a life cast like this, is because if you do plan on doing prosthetics and you mold this, you want to be able to have a handle to pull it out, or possibly use leverage to pull it out of another negative cast.
So guys, it's starting to set up now. I could spend so much time making it perfect, but I am exhausted. So I'm going to clean it up as best as I can, and I'm going to call it a day and let this cool completely, and I will demold it in the morning. So I will see you then. Good morning, guys. It's a new day, and we are going to demold our life cast correction. I look like a haggard mess because I just woke up and it's not even 7 a.m. So let's demold and see what it looks like. Looks great. A little bit of air bubbles here and there, but nothing crazy. Got the handle. Alright guys, that is the finished product. I do have to clean up some air bubbles a little bit, but it actually came out pretty good. I'm really happy with it. I'm going to start sculpting and making some prosthetic pieces on this. I hope that you guys enjoyed these videos. Please let me know down below if you have any questions, and if you're not already, please subscribe for future videos. And if you guys have any recommendations of things that you would like to see, also let me know. I'm up for anything. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys!